Raise your hand if you have been to any boring retrospectives. Raise your hand if you've ever been to a really productive retrospective. Raise your hand if you've gone into a retrospective with the mindset, I don't really care. We'll see if the conversation is interesting, I'll participate. If it's not, I'll just keep quiet. As you can see, people from different companies, different organizations, different backgrounds, they all come to retrospectives with different expectations and different intentions. Some people come to retrospectives with the idea of learning something new. Some people come to retrospectives because they have to. When you look at the whole spread of the expectations and intentions of why people come to retrospectives, especially as facilitators, as scrum masters, or agile coaches, or agile trainers, or project managers, as a facilitator for this ceremony or this meeting, it's important for you to know the motivation that drives these people's behavior. Only then you will be able to facilitate this meeting appropriately. So literally, you need to know what role these individuals are going to play in the retrospective. The first kind are explorers. These are the kind of people who have a fixed agenda when they come into this meeting. They're always looking to learn new things, and they're not shy to voice their opinion. There are shoppers. Shoppers are people who are not necessarily committed to an agenda, so they'll come into the meeting and they're patient. They're willing to wait and see what happens. If the conversation is interesting, they'll participate. If it's not, they'll check out. But basically, they're willing to be patient about the fact that even if they get one good idea out of this meeting, for either their personal growth or for the team dynamic, they'll be happy with it. Then you have vacationers. Basically, from the image you can tell that this person, really all they're looking for is to not be heads down with their work all the time. So they're looking for this meeting to be an outlet, a break from their regular work. So if the conversation is interesting again, they'll participate. If it's not, they're just going to hang around for the fun of it. And then you have my favorite kind, the prisoners, who have to go to retrospectives because their company is doing Agile. You can never control people's behavior. But if you can understand the factors that motivate their behavior, and if you can get them to think about those factors that motivate their behavior, then you can actually lead them onto a path of self-discovery, of continuous improvement. So you'll never be able to control people's behavior, but you can at least understand and expose the factors that motivate their behavior. And if you can influence agility and continuous improvement in those factors, then the behavior is just a consequence and it will fall in line. This is why, as facilitators, it's important for you to know the motivations behind different kinds of personalities to attend this meeting. The more you know about this, the less you will have to struggle in maintaining focus in a meeting.